Let's see here. And hopefully, since my eyes are a little better this morning, I'll be able to make it through. Last week was terrible.
Yeah, well, I felt so sorry for you.
Well, they were bad before I even started, so um, it was it was really bad by the time I got done. Oh yeah. So, hi everybody who's not
Hello,
here.
hello. Future
Oh,
people, hello.
yeah, hello future people. Okay, there's also little oh. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. What should I do with Sharon's? Sharon sent me a package of goodies, and what I showed them last week. I showed them. Now where did they go? Oh no.
It
Okay,
could be anywhere.
this is really getting bad.
Hi,
Okay,
Barbara. Hi,
hi,
Tina. Welcome,
hi
welcome.
Tina. Hi Barbara. Yeah, Lisa's here with me. Um,
Yay.
okay, okay, I'm going to tell you what. I cleaned up my desk, but now I don't know what I did with my Christmas cards and Sharon's envelope because Sharon's
Hi,
envelope.
Alaska Lisa.
Hi, Alaska Lisa. Hi there. Because I was going to use Sharon stuff out of Sharon's envelope for my page today. Uh huh. See
Well,
what
take a minute to look.
I'm
Maybe you'll
looking.
find it.
I'm looking because
I just went over to a bucket and pulled some stuff out. So I don't know for sure what all I got here, but I had thrown
well,
my stuff in a bucket. And so, hey,
I was going to.
Julie. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Are you taking magnesium?
Yeah.
Take extra magnesium. That has helped my back spasms quite a bit. Um, I was shocked when it helped. I mean, but I started out taking like 4,000 milligrams a day for 3 or 4 days, but it really does help.
I cannot take magnesium. It does not like me. I wish I could because my sister says it really helps her too.
Yeah. Well, there are so
But
many kinds of magnesium.
yeah,
I
that
don't know
might
if
be
it's all
true.
magnesium or if it's the type you're using.
That's true. Um,
Hi,
because
Carol. Welcome,
calcium
welcome.
is calcium is the same way. I have to hunt for plant based. Hi, Carol. Plant based magnesium or no plant based calcium. So I probably should hunt for some other kind of magnesium.
Hi,
Um,
Andrea. Wow,
my
everybody's here. I'm so happy. So good to see all
Hi,
of you.
Andrea. Boy, everybody's here and here early, and here I am piddling around trying to find my envelope. I'm
Okay.
I am so unhappy. It took me weeks to find the Christmas cards.
Julie says she takes biomagnesium.
Hmm.
And I don't know what that is. I've taken a bunch of different kinds of magnesium in my life. Magnesium oxide doesn't do anything good for me. Magnesium citrate, if you take too much, you sit on the potty. But what I'm taking now is magnesium thionorate or something like that.
Okay.
I can't. I'm not sure the exact name of it. Threonate, L-threonate.
Okay.
Anyway, that one is helping. So
Well,
Barbara's still trying to find her desk, so she's okay if you take a little bit.
that's the thing. It's like okay, I cleaned up. Okay, here's the thing too. Not only did I clean up, I went through and I sorted through my Sunday pile so that I could maybe start getting some of these accomplished.
Yeah.
And it's not in that either. So, oh, okay, well, we'll do something different. Not a big deal. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. And guys, if I missed anybody coming in, hi. I'm really, really, really glad you're here. Um,
You probably got
yeah.
another pile you can pull from somewhere.
Well, Alaska Lisa sent me this Christmas card.
Ooh, that's pretty.
At least I think that was a Christmas card. No, this is actually, I don't know how old this is. Okay. Because it is a card to my mom. Okay. So it's a year, 2 years old. Card to my mom from Alaska, Lisa, that said that we moved. So she just sent a note to her in the mail. So it wasn't a Christmas card. It was a note to mom.
Well, it's beautiful, whatever it was
Yeah.
for.
So, Alaska Lisa, it's going to get tore up and put in this book because it apparently came from mom somewhere along the line. So that's what I'm going to do with it.
She says that was in
That was
2013.
13. See how in 2013 we moved?
Barbara says
You
it
sure?
looks like a great card to cut apart.
Yeah. You sure this wasn't when she moved from one assisted living center to the other assisted living center? Anyways, doesn't matter. I do have something to show you though. Look. Totally new pieces of inside the envelope.
Oh, very cool.
I thought maybe I might use them in my book today. So we'll see. But first I want Lisa to show us her fabric. Oops, that's me. How come? That's not what I wanted to do. Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, guys,
Well,
so here it is. It's been so long since I had put in my headset. It didn't want to work right, and I didn't know how to make it work right. And it's been so long since I've used the clippy things. I didn't know how to make Lisa big. So
it's all right. It'll all come back.
yeah, we'll see
Okay.
her later.
I don't know how long ago we did this, but several years ago.
Probably
we made all this fabric.
Yeah, 2019, maybe 2018. Who knows?
No, I think it was probably in 2020, but
yeah, probably
when we were
2020.
streaming all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have dyed these ribbons were part of what I was dyeing when we were working with this. But these are, I told her, I decided I want to do something with all these fabrics, and I don't even remember what we did with them. And so
we didn't do anything. We just painted them.
Well, I mean, I didn't even remember how I painted them or anything.
Oh,
I just remember doing it. I don't remember, I look at it now, it all looks fresh and new.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That looks like that was done with, I think that was Inktense pencils.
Probably.
I did not remember that at all. Okay. But I was thinking about making a fabric journal that's like collage fabric journal. And I thought, well, we've got that fabric. If I just take little pieces, it'd be like jelly print, and I thought, did we jelly print on some? Evidently we did. But I couldn't remember. And so I don't want to add more labels. I mean, more layers.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'll just show you what I've got at the moment.
Huh.
And I'm not sure I did that one.
Rubber stamp. It looks like a rubber stamp.
Yeah, but right over here looks like it's on the material.
Ah, okay. So maybe it's just
so maybe I did some on the material, or maybe I didn't. I just added it in because I knew it would be good to use with this. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm going to set it aside since it's small. Some of these, like this one's done on a linen napkin. And this may be some kind of crayon, or I'm not sure.
That looks like jelly plate. Yeah, it looks like the jelly plate.
Yep. No, there's not a time before you knew us, Barbara. We did these. I'm not sure if we had a project actually in mind when we did them or
I don't
not.
I don't think so. I think we just decided to paint fabric.
Yeah.
I think it was just we decided we wanted to paint some fabric and we,
But a lot of these I can see, like this one, definitely I could add some layers to it. It just looks,
mhm.
like it needs something. I'm going to actually set it over here. That one too. I remember now liking some of them more than others.
Yes. Mhm.
That one's like not one of my favorites, but if I do something on it might.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know that we were using a lot of it. We were using acrylic paint, just watered down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, these definitely are. That looks like where we sprinkled water or alcohol on it, one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Well, and with acrylic paint, so you get really more than one kind of color too.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like some sediment. I mean, it doesn't feel like sediment, but it looks like it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love this one. I think this was adding white spray
to
something. That's really pretty. I really like that.
And that's definitely stamped over the top of it.
Yeah. But those leaves do look like these.
Uh-huh. That's why those leaves look like there's a Stampin' Up set where it has you stamp multiple layers. See yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that you end up with variations of color. You would use like one green and then a darker green and that's definitely got some added to it.
Yeah, we stamped on this. I mean, I stamped on this is acrylic paint and some of my jelly plate.
Hi, Angela. Welcome.
Rollers
welcome.
and stuff.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, Angela. Glad you're here. I don't know if I added this stuff on top of the green leaves or if the leaves were on top of it. It looks like this was on the last thing I did to it, and I think I kind of ruined it when I did that.
That just needs another layer.
There you go. Some more leaves on top of that would probably be good.
Uh-huh.
I kind of like that one. That would be fun to doodle on, I think.
Uh-huh. I kind of like that one. I'm not fond of the color, but now I like the color better.
Now that you can see it's copper and not orange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah. Andrea, did I say hello? I hope so. Anyways, guys, I'm glad you're all here.
See, this kind would be really good for what I'm thinking of just doing collage.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A lot of these probably would be, but
yeah.
And these are jelly prints, and then I inked,
on them. Yeah.
Use stamps all over.
And I don't think mine have anywhere near that much layers to it. I think mine are just painted with one. It's good to be back together again, Angela. Andrea. Sorry.
Yes, it is. This one I did some drawing.
Uh-huh.
on it.
Hi, Patty.
Here's, more stamping.
It would be a good 4th of July one. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Patty. Glad you're here.
Yeah. Barbara, we have just had so much trouble trying to get together. It's just ridiculous.
It's been ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, streaming through the week has been non-existent. It's just not going to happen, quite frankly, right now. As it
I'm
is,
still trying to find a time when I can stream in the week, but
yeah. Um, as it is right now, I just booked the last open day I have next week, I think. So between two 93-year-olds and our own stuff and Jeff's brother's stuff, because I got to go to the bank with him. It just keeps adding up, and we're having to go to Dad's every day, so somebody has to go. So that one's really cool. I really like that one.
I really like that one too.
That deserves to be the cover of a book or something. I had something I was going to show y'all.
Oh, well, no, I'm not almost through. You want to go ahead and
That's
show?
all right.
Or?
I'll go, no, I'll go get it. I have to go get it while you're showing those. I'm going to miss
Okay.
the last couple, but that's okay. I'll
Oh, I like that one. And I like this one, even though nothing's very dark. But for what I'm thinking about tearing them to do in collage, this will work fine.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one too.
Ooh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Are they on muslin? I don't know. One of them was on a linen napkin, Patty. Some of them probably
Some of them
on
are
muslin.
on a sheet that was torn up.
Yeah,
Some of
which
them are
is
on
muslin, basically.
just some dark muslins, and this one's on denim. This is on a really heavy cotton.
Yeah.
That's some kind of linen something.
Yeah.
I just pulled out fabrics that I had, but most of them are on sheet fabric.
Yeah. Patty, these are something that we did. We're not sure, but we think maybe in 2020. We decided we wanted to paint on fabric, and we just that I really like that too.
I do too.
It deserves some stitching on it. Is it soft enough you could stitch on it?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would be fun
Uh-huh.
for someone else.
Well, all you have to do is some straight up and down stitching, not anything.
Oh, okay. I
fancy.
was thinking outlining or
No. I'm just thinking, just some running stitches.
okay.
That's
This
really
one's a
pretty,
lot
too.
darker than it looks on camera, but
Uh-huh.
I really like that one. And this one. That one looks like stained glass, kind of.
Barbara says you could collage some of the smaller pieces on that blue one. I like that one too. That one's really cool.
Mm-hmm. This is a really heavy,
Like upholstery fabric
yeah,
or drapery fabric.
yeah, one or the other. It's pretty sturdy fabric, but it's almost looks like corduroy, but not quite.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Ooh.
I'm glad I got these back out and decided I need to do something with them. I really like that one too.
Uh-huh. And the thing of it is I'm pretty sure she must have done another day besides me because as Sherry said nature journal on that one with all the leaves on it, because my fabric that we did at the same time does not have the extra layers on it, I don't think.
Yeah.
So it could have been where we did one session together and then you went further with it or something.
Well, I
It's
think
hard.
we did it over several sessions.
Yeah, so I
There's
don't
no
know.
way I could have done all this in one, but I know I didn't do it except when I was with you.
Okay.
So, you may have been working on something else and I went ahead and did some more or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. But,
Mhm.
anyway, they're fun
Anyway,
and
she's going to do something with it later. Okay,
I'm going to do
I have
something
to
with it later.
first, I think you guys saw I got this while I was gone off, and I've got to put it back together, Jeff. It kind of come apart, but I think just a minute. I didn't realize I didn't have my thing fixed. I got so excited that Lisa was here, I forgot to fix my camera. Oh, I hate it when I forget things like that. There we go. Um, if you didn't remember, it had a piece that stuck clear out here that you were supposed to hold on while you stamp on it with it. Well, it was too hard to put in the drawer, so Jeff took it to the saw for me. Can you see how he?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then he
I
smoothed it
have
all off with.
I have some with handles on them, and I kept the ones I really loved and just gave the rest to the thrift store because I didn't want to have to mess with the
Yeah,
handle knobby things. But um,
the handle was such a awful thing, and I really liked the stamp, but the
yeah,
handle was awful. Now he thinks maybe he caught this um, when he was trying to
could
grind it.
probably
So
reglue it, don't you think?
I'm just gonna glue it back. It just was sitting on my desk. He brought it in yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. But what I wanted to show you, okay, I am trying. I am going to try to get rid of stuff this year.
Oh, me
Um,
too. Me
oh,
too.
uh,
Desperately need to get rid of stuff this year.
stuff.
I want to use it and get rid of it both.
Yeah, both. Yep. And it it took me 15 minutes to get 20 items out of my closet, and it's really funny because clothes are not something I collect, but I had clothes in there that I actually had saved and haven't worn in probably 6 years. So they went really fast. That clothes are easy for me to do. It's my studio that'll be
Me
hard.
too. Me too. Even dishes in and kitchen stuff was easier for me to do than I expected it to be.
Oh,
But
well,
books and my art stuff are really hard. Of
yeah,
course, I was giving stuff to my kids,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
um, to make sure they had a good kitchen, and I really have not missed anything I gave to them. So
Um, every time we moved, I got rid of kitchen stuff. Now, I have recently gotten rid of more, but I have a bad habit of collecting, you know, these things.
oh, uh-huh.
Well, I like to keep those because I cut them up and use them as plant sticks and stuff like that, but I had way too many. So that was an easy cupboard, that kind of thing. But okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going through stuff in my um in the um and actually this was in the bedroom. Why that box is in the bedroom, I don't know, but it is. So this is some kind of tiny little mini scrapbook kit.
Oh my goodness, how cute is
Uh,
that?
Isn't that just stinking cute? Okay, so this is the cover, obviously, and these are cover squares that are already cut to be wrapped. Then this apparently
We're
is.
glad you're back, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. Um. Oh, and shoes I have no trouble because in the past, all the shoes I had were one pair for summer and one pair for winter. Now I have a trashy pair of tennis shoes, a house pair of tennis shoes, and a good pair of tennis shoes. And I recently bought myself knee-high hunter muck boots because uh, when we go off and we're doing stuff and my feet get wet, I can't stand it. So I
Yeah.
spent big bucks on a set of hunter knee-high boots, and I love them. They're, waterproof boots.
Right.
The reason I had to spend so much money is because I have a fat calf.
Yeah, me too. I understand.
Yes. And this set has a placket in the back so that expands at the top. And because the cheaper ones wouldn't work. So anyway, so this is a cute little page with the fold line in it. And then this one has a little heart shape on it. So you can put something inside the heart on the page.
Yeah. Make windows
And stuff. This must be page papers. Oh, here's another little window so that you make that. Now, I don't know. It looks like these papers must have been cut to do covers. I'm not sure because they don't look like pages. They look like they're big enough for the cover. So I don't know, but it was all in this little baggie. I do not remember getting it. Do not remember. This is another little piece of paper, so it must be the size
you cut. Your sister says blame grandma.
Blame grandma short for that body feature. Yes, that body feature is a very big pain in my patootie. I have never been able to have tall boots. So I will tell you, I had one pair of tall leather winter boots, and they saved my bloody self. I got hit by a car one year when I was home from college. And because I had my pants tucked into those boots, when that stupid car threw me 30 feet down the road, it left one wicked bruise on my leg, which I still have problems with, but it didn't break anything. Anyways, so I have that, and we'll probably play with it sooner or later, but not today. I just had to show it to you because it was so cool. But shoes aren't a hard problem because I don't have a lot of shoes. I don't buy a lot of shoes. I don't have a lot of shoes.
Yeah. Shoes were a big problem for me before I got plantar fasciitis. And now I wear one brand of shoes. And so shoes are not a problem anymore. Yeah. I can't afford to have too many pair. So.
Well, I have inserts in my shoes, and you have to have special, you have to have a deep enough shoe, and tennis shoes just make the best choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I used to have, I fibbed. I have another pair. I have a pair of hiking boots, but they just stay in the camper. But so when my new tennis shoes get bad, I just switch them to be my outdoor shoes. But because I have to wear shoes in the house all the time, I have a lighter weight pair of tennis shoes than I wear outside. Just so you know, I I defiled this poor little thing because it was too big and in the way. It is a stencil that was huge, and I cut it up just now. I'm going to redo my stencil stuff. I actually stopped at Dollar Tree the other day and picked up a different kind of a tub to try because I just can't stand the way my stencils are. They just don't work. So anyways, I'm going to work. I use orthotics now, my shoes, and I was able to get my Birkenstocks remade with orthotics in them. Yeah, I have orthotics that you walk on a computer pad to get. And I have found out that nobody here in Pensacola makes them. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to go back to South Dakota to get some. Anyways, I'm going to use this card somehow. Don't know how yet, because quite frankly, it's pretty all by itself.
It is pretty all by itself.
So it's like, do I want to do something with it, or do I, what do I want to do with this poor card? Do I want to leave it like it is? Do I want to change it? Huh.
Can you read that?
Stop overthinking. There you go.
There you go. my tip for the day.
Okay, just stick it in there. Is that what you're telling me? Just glue it down.
No, just come up with an idea you like and use it. Don't worry about if it's the
don't
best one
worry.
or not.
Yeah, that's true. It's just kind of like this one. All I did was stick it down.
Yeah, and it's a
Uh-huh.
gorgeous page.
Yeah, yeah,
I have some like that too.
yeah.
Here's one's just a bunch of stamps. Just stuck them down.
But I love it. I love how the one in the middle is the dancing lady.
Yeah. Dormisha Sumbry is her name.
Okay.
I looked that up and wrote it down, or somebody else looked it up and wrote it down. I can't remember. I did that one on a stream, and I think somebody else looked that up and told me what it was.
Told you what it was. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to work over here because I'm going to use purples, I think. I don't need that right now.
I'm gonna think about that page right there, but okay. Of course, I picked up my little squishy thingies to hold the page down. The things I need, I put away.
Of course, it would be too easy otherwise.
She has cardboard. I could hear it.
I do. A little bit of leftover cardboard. Ethan did some project and he had these little pieces left over.
Ooh, I like those. Those are cool.
I thought, well, we'll use these. At least, one of them. I have 4. They're precious, So I have to cut one up into 3 pieces and use it to be sparing. This is too long.
Okay. All right.
I can't see now. My eyes are watering. Okay.
Oh dear. Yep. That's us. Okay. Oh, I have to tell you. Okay, so the other day we were talking about these.
Yeah.
And I told you how hard it was, like last week, I think, how hard it was to put them back into the thing.
Right.
Well, I figured out if you turn them over, they fit better.
Okay.
So you have to sometimes flip them upside down to make. Hi, Julie. I was sitting in the office chair and it got it worse, so I stood under the shower. That's a good thing to do.
Well, I hope that helped, Julie.
If you flip them back and forth, sometimes they'll fit in better.
Well, you're good that you even put them back in. I just throw mine in a box.
Well, I figured that they might actually what do I want to say? They might go in, be put away better if they were kind of neat.
Yeah.
Don't know. So, oh gosh, I can't believe it. She had to save her little piece. She got 4 of them, but she's got to save. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, I have to admit, Julie, I'm sitting in an office chair right now,
and
I can only do it for so long, and then my back and my hip worse than my back, start hurting, and I have to go back to my recliner. But I'm glad that I can do it right now.
Yeah. My office chair, I don't know, a couple years ago, I sat down in it and it went kapop, and I can't tell you exactly what's wrong with it, and it was not an inexpensive chair. But something is wrong with it. So if I sit in it too long, it causes one whole hip to just go to sleep. So I have to move around. But yeah. I have twisty, rolly stools. One is at my bead making station, and one is over here. And for some reason, even though they're actually not very expensive and not the best, they seem to, I can sit longer in them than you would think. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean,
at least
longer.
you found something.
Yeah. Well, I can't sit in a chair to make beads. I've tried it and it just doesn't work. Thanks for the laugh, guys. I haven't been many this week. Yes, yeah,
I haven't had many this week either, so I needed that too.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I have to tell you. Maybe I can show y'all. Just a minute. Let me see if I. Okay. So, our lovely snowstorm, which shut the city down for 3 full days. Okay. Can you see the snow on top of this? Okay. Later the next day, this jar, which is my tea jar, it's a gallon, was the snow on this cinder block was 6 inches deep.
Wow.
Okay. All right. We had. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. Hi, Susie.
Hi, Susie.
We had almost 8 inches of snow. Can you see that? It's not focusing. Just a minute. Let me see if I can make it focus. Come on, focus. There we go. See all that snow?
Yeah.
That's the first afternoon before it really got started.
So how much did y'all end up with?
Almost 8 inches.
That's amazing.
And,
I'm really surprised. Of course, we got 12, which is more than we've gotten all together for, like, if you put the last 2 or 3 years all together, we hadn't gotten that much. Maybe just 2 years. Maybe 3 years ago we got 8 or 9 at one time. But we used to get snow like that a lot, but we haven't lately.
The thing of it is that it came on top of sleet. We had sleet first.
Right.
Then it snowed. Okay. The city of Pensacola does not own any plows because we don't need plows. They have road graders, but not very many of them.
Yeah.
Because they don't actually do their own roads too much anymore. The snow, okay, in 1895, they had snow. They had about 4.5 inches. So this was the most snow ever recorded.
Wow.
Because before 1895, apparently they hadn't gotten any snow that they recorded that much.
Yeah.
So the snow was actually on the beach out at the Gulf of Mexico. So the snow touched the Gulf of Mexico here.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it was. But it absolutely shut the city down. I mean, completely. And she said Lisa said she'd swap it for the rain. Yeah, I don't like rain. Rain when it's cold is really worse. I mean, it was no big deal to us because everything went fine. And of course, I keep groceries, so it's not like we were going to be without something. Granted, I ran out of eggs, but I can do something different. Brandon had to go to work because somebody, his boss, forgot to tell the 17-year-old kid who was supposed to be there when they opened not to come until later. And so the poor kid was sitting in the parking lot. And so Brandon had to get up at 7 o'clock and go in and let the doors open. There was no one there. There was no business, but they opened the doors. Then they sent him home, closed the store and all that. All the medical places were closed for multiple days. They brought plows in from Georgia. The company that has been putting in the storm drains on our road came and got their big backhoe. No, not the backhoe. They brought the big front end loader and the Big road grader. Seems like we don't really make winter journals. I think it was because we relate Christmas to winter. Winter is so much more than Christmas, but I'm guilty and honestly I'd probably do it. I've been going to make a winter journal, something with I've got some really pretty blue sparkly paper that I've thought about doing something with. But I haven't been able to do much of anything lately, so I finally made a video yesterday. That's like the third one since we got home from our trip. And it's nothing special, guys. It's just a haul video. So, okay. Oh, look. It's going to be perfect on there.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Sharon. I was going to use the things you sent
Sharon.
me. The bugs. She sent me bugs. And that's the thing. She sent me bugs. And I can't find them. I'm so unhappy.
You probably put them up somewhere safe.
I'm sure I did. Because they were fantastic bugs. And now I can't find them. But they're still in the envelope from her, too. Which really upsets me. It really, really upsets me.
You'll probably find them when you get off this afternoon.
Probably.
That's okay, kind of when I found my camera was when I had totally given up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was laying in bed and went, I know where's that? There. And I went and checked, and there it was.
Yep. Okay. There's a little tiny moon in here, but I want a bigger moon, I think.
I drove by a Dollar Tree last week and went, I can't even remember the last time I actually went in there.
I went in the other day. I come out with the tub I wanted. It's not exactly the one I wanted, but they didn't have. I wanted a clear one, and they didn't have any, so I bought a black one. Not a big deal. That and I bought that and a drink because I needed a drink. I had Ted Mom into the doctor. My mother had to have a cancerous spot taken off her head, and it's we have to go every week for wound care because of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it will heal quickly for her.
It's healing very well, but they just have to really watch it and that kind of thing. So
right.
And of course, her appointment was Wednesday when everything was shut down, and no, Thursday morning, and everything was still shut down. So
I have like four, well, no, probably 3 pairs. I think I gave one of them to Hannah, of those little cute, what are they called? The bee cutter bee or something like that. Scissors, the yellow and black ones. I really love those scissors for fussy cutting. And I can only find 1 pair now. And I bet the other 2 pair are in boxes with stuff I was fussy cutting. Probably.
Probably. Okay, now
I didn't want to look through all the boxes, so I'm using these instead, and they're not very good.
Yeah, this had a.
I love the moon.
Yeah, I like how it came out. I like the moon. Okay, so it had a little moon, but it also had birds. Okay, so Do the birds fly at night when you have the moon?
I don't know. Maybe they do.
Don't know. I'm trying to
Or
decide
maybe
if
the moon is the leftover moon early in the morning.
possibly. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make birds or not. I might make birds. Let's see if I can make a bird. Anyways, Sharon, I was going to use your bugs today in my little book, and I can't find them. I'm so unhappy. I'm I'm sure they're still in the envelope because there was those pages of paper and there was the bugs, and I've lost them. I've also been doing taxes this week, so it's not been a it's been a lovely week. It's like, okay.
I still haven't received all my paperwork to do taxes yet.
Jeff's not gotten all of his yet. But mom's came and I did mom's, and I need to work on Jeff's brothers, but we were shy one paper for his, so I, had that. I've got mine, and see, mine always take a while because I have to get all my paperwork for the business together.
Right.
So they're under a pile of paper somewhere, probably. I can't imagine what I did with them though. I really can't, because I thought they were right here on my desk. Now I cleaned the desk. That's the problem.
See, you should never clean your desk.
No, you should never clean your desk. You should never. Never ever should never clean your desk. That's true.
I think I'm just going to.
Hi, Joyce. They'll turn up sometime. I'm sure they will. That's the thing. They always turn up sometime.
Hey, Joyce. Welcome, welcome. I decided just to use a piece of that little page as part of the collage and not
take the big piece.
Well, not use it as a page. I'll just read it down. I'm kind of far away, but if I fix that, it takes so much effort.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I actually am backed all the way out.
Well, you look really close compared to me, but.
Well, I probably have it in closer to start with or something, but I can actually get closer, but I think, I'm not sure. It's hard telling. Sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. Okay.
Better check that.
I have learned never to ignore that.
Yeah. Although this time it's not important. Last chance to claim this winter savings offer.
Okay.
I have holistic fruits and veggies. I have no idea who they are. They just suddenly started sending me texts. I'm like, I don't even know who you are. I don't want to. I don't want to. I've got enough other things going on in my life.
There you go. Okay, we have birds.
I like those.
And we have the moon, and we have the little thingies. And now we need a word or two, I think. Is room temperature water better if you are trying to rehydrate? I know you're not supposed to drink it cold. I don't know. When I quit drinking soda, I quit drinking very much ice. I very rarely put ice in anything. So,
Well, I have to admit, I still put ice in everything.
well, I just I like water first thing in the morning cold, but I just drink it like out of the refrigerator,
Yeah.
not icy cold, just out of the refrigerator. Um, the and my tea, I it sits on the table quite a long time usually. So,
Hey, Dana. Welcome,
hi
welcome.
Dana. Hi Dana. Um, but I don't drink soda, so I just don't drink that much ice. I also don't drink very hardly anything that's hot. Um, I am definitely not a coffee girl. Never did learn to drink it. And for a while, I drank hot tea, but it gotten to the point where I really don't like hot tea. I begin with an idea, and then it becomes something else. It's interesting. I think these are quotes from Einstein. I'm not the genius of Einstein leads to Hiroshima. I don't know. He can who thinks he can, and he can't who thinks he can't. This is can't say that word.
Inexorable.
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 Can you say it?
I
Inexorable.
think it's
And
inexorable. Yeah.
I need to come off the sugary drinks. I'm not allowed to drink anything with bubbles, Julie. So uh, soda had to be cut out completely. I miss the only time I miss it really. I miss it with pizza. I like beer with pizza, and I miss it. I miss beer with pizza, but I don't eat pizza that often, so I guess I'll live. To draw, you must close your eyes and sing. Hmm. Love is the greatest refreshment in life. Others have seen what it is and asked why. I have not seen what could be and asked why not. I'm trying to remember. These are Picasso quotes, I'll bet. When I was a child, my mother said to me, if you become a soldier, you'll be a general. If you become a monk, you'll end up as the Pope. Instead, I became a painter and wound up as Picasso.
Well, I mostly drink tea with stevia, but
Yep.
it's almost always cold, almost always
Yeah.
on ice.
Yeah. Um,
I like
I
chai
drink.
tea with whipping cream in it and stevia from the tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't give you all the sugar you get with the prepared stuff, but still, it's I still don't drink it very often. It's one of
I
those things
used
when I might want hot cocoa, that's what I like instead, I guess.
instead. Yeah, I used to like chai tea, but the one I liked they quit making, and I haven't found it. What was that other quote, Tanya? To draw and sing. Just a minute. To draw, you must close your eyes and sing.
I like that one.
And I think these are all Picasso quotes. The
Okay.
chief enemy of creativity is good sense. Oh, I like this one. The hidden harmony is better than the obvious. We'll use that one.
Sounds good.
I like that one.
Um,
That's what Barbara's going to use it today. That's the one about
right.
singing. Uh-huh.
That sounds like a perfect quote for Barbara.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She loves to draw and she loves to sing, so
Mm-hmm.
can't get better than putting the two together.
There you go. All right. Let's see if we can get that in there somewhere that we like it. Let's put these away. Empty page. Somewhere there's an empty page. Yeah, this one will do right here. Except it doesn't have much to do with your page. That's all right. I don't know that this one has much to do with my page either. And I think I might put this like, nope. Oh, I don't like that. I guess I'll bring these down a little and put it up there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's pretty.
I think it'll be pretty when I add some little bit purple flowers to it.
Uh-huh. It will.
And then that butterfly.
Uh-huh. Are those 3-dimensional type flowers?
Yeah, these are got them at Hobby Lobby on clearance sometime a long time ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says Prima Flowers. Paper Crafts. It's Prima Marketing Incorporated. So, anyway.
Okay.
Let's see what flowers we want to use. Because they have different sizes, colors.
Okay. Let's put this away so that we can actually work on this thing. And then we need our glue, which we're going to glue this back together right now. Because, you know, it needs going to have to dry before we can use it or put it away. All right, let's stick that like that. Okay. Let's see. We need to be able to weight that down. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, yeah. Okay. What can we sit on top of that? Maybe the Mod Podge. Ta-da! Okay. That's interesting. They finally picked up our garbage today. That was a benefit.
Yeah.
As I said, the entire city was shut down. They, my brother-in-law come in. I can't, or we were talking to him on the phone. I'm not sure which. He said, because he used to work first he worked for the city and then he worked for Escambia County Utility Authority. He said they took all the dump trucks and put red clay in them. Okay, Alabama red clay. We use it on the roads around here, but when it gets wet, it's sticky.
Oh dear.
And okay, so then it rained. They thought they were going to use it to sand the roads.
Right.
It wouldn't come out of the dump trucks.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, okay. That particular one was not a garbage truck, Julie. That one was an ECUA truck. So I'm not sure what they're headed for because water probably. Somebody's water might be messed up. It's hard telling. The company that has been putting in the storm drains and the new water lines and stuff, I don't know if I've told you all this, but when my sister Lisa, Alaska Lisa, was here, we'd had so much trouble with them. It was ridiculous. Come to find out, they fired the entire crew that was working our road. They damaged so many things that the money that they were supposed to make is going to be almost nil. However, in the snow, they came in and got right
Hi,
on
Lindy
it.
Kay and Sean. Welcome,
Hi, Linda Kay
welcome.
and Sean. Welcome. Okay, I actually think this has turned out really cool with this card. I would have rather had my bugs from Sharon.
Well, you can use those another day.
Yeah, if I could find them. You know, it took me 3 weeks to find the Christmas cards.
Well,
And there were the Christmas card from Joyce and you know, yep. But I have gotten all of my paperwork for the business done, so that just means that all I have to do is get the last of Jeff's paperwork in from the mail. We've got two pieces of paper I need, and then I can take it to the tax guy.
well, that's good.
Yeah, because we want to be gone off again.
When are you
Soon.
planning to go again?
Well, we were supposed to be gone already, but that's not happening. So probably middle of March. We have to be in Utah the first week of April. Okay, ta-da! My page is done.
Butamus.
I
You
like
beat me.
it. Yeah, well, it was simple. It was simple. It was simple. Okay, but I think we have to save this little piece of color because it's kind of cool. And you notice I have a couple of tag backs right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to do something with this. I won't be able to, throw it out.
No, of course not.
I know, like the little tiny pieces of paper, right?
Well, those precious little bits of cardboard.
Yeah, those precious bits of cardboard. I need to date this page. I liked it, Barbara. I think I have been going to use this page with this because that's a little jelly print. Must have been using my little plate for something. Well, I don't know what that is, but I like the sound of it. If we go through Oklahoma, Patrick will be at Tinker. And, we can stay at Tinker, I think. I don't know if we can sponsor. We're going to have company with us. We're going to have another rig with us. I don't know if we can sponsor at Tinker. Most of the bases now we can sponsor, which means that another person can camp on a campsite beside us, basically. Which is really nice because the bases are usually flat. Usually. Not completely, but usually. They're not anything special as far as campgrounds go. They're not like coral parks where there's lots of trees or anything like that, but at least they're kind of they're easy in, easy out. Makes for good overnight stops. I will remember that. I don't think we're going to go out through Oklahoma. Let me think. That would mean going on 40. That would mean going right past Lisa.
Well, I wouldn't mind that.
I know. Was that right? No. Tinker would be higher. Let me look at my phone. I'm not sure. And we won't have a lot of stop time on the way out. It would be coming back probably. Oh, Oklahoma City. I want to go back to Oklahoma. We didn't get to do a lot of the things we were going to do in Oklahoma. Yeah, Tinker is on 40. Right off 40. Hmm. Hmm. Amarillo. Albuquerque. Where's Utah? Okay. Huh.
Okay.
Huh. That might be the way we're going. It wasn't the way we intended to go because we intended. Our intention had been to go 20 and go to Arizona first, but we're not going to get to do that. I will remember that, Lisa, because the Air Force bases are less expensive than private campgrounds. Yes, you will need to do that. Hi, Pam. What will we be doing in Utah? We will be going to a Renegade rally. And then the week after the Renegade rally, we'll be going to a what's called a Jeep rally. It's a Renegade Jeepers rally. Both of them have to do with, okay, I'll show you what a Renegade is. Just a minute, I'll show you. TV, you have on 5W while John is out of the room. Oh, on the TV while you're out of the room. And Pam, did we say hello before? Hi, Pam. Just a
Hi,
minute.
Pam. I'm sorry I
you
missed you.
Okay. Just a minute. That's a Renegade, just so y'all know.
The Renegade is what Darren wanted.
Well, there's a reason why we switched. That's for sure. We were the Tiffin just didn't have enough power. It would have been all right if we'd have been towing a tiny car, but towing a bigger vehicle, it just wasn't enough. And the Jeep has gotten very heavy. You live in Utah. Okay, we will be going to, oh, godly. Wonder if Jeff can hear me. Jeff, where in Utah are we going? I'll be right back. What city in Utah do we have to go to?
We're just all glad you're able to be here, Julie. I'm just sorry that you're not feeling good. That's hard.
Yes, we're very glad you're here, Julie. Okay, I just fibbed. I keep getting lost where we're going. We're not going to Utah. Well, we will be before we're over, probably, because we'll probably go back to Moab. But we're going to Mesquite, Nevada, which is right on the Utah, right on the Utah border. And then we're going up to Hurricane. But for the most part, we will be.
There's my little page.
Oh, I love it. Yep.
It turned out just like I wanted it to, which
Well, that's
doesn't always
always
happen.
yeah, that's really good. And I forgot to put the date on mine, which is not a
Oh,
good
I hadn't
thing.
either, so I'm glad you mentioned that when you did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and my good pen is gone, so we'll see. Um, Barbara got a different quote. It's in honor of God. In times of darkness, tend your fire. It will give light until the morning. I like that.
Thank you,
Pam's in
Julie.
northern Utah. Um,
Thanks, Barbara.
we have spent a fair amount of time one year in the southeastern part of Utah. We did Canyonlands, the eastern part of Canyonlands. We did um, Arches National Park. We did. There's that corner of Colorado down there has some really interesting um, historical areas. Hovenweep is one of them. We did a fair amount of stuff all in there one year, and I'm gonna have to get a different ink pen. That's we want to go back there again. Jeff wants to do some riding in Moab. If we do riding in Moab, though, Tanya's not going. Tanya's done with the Moab.
So what would you do and where would you go? You mean you don't go riding or you don't go to Moab?
I don't go riding. he's gonna have to find someone else. Tanya's done with looking out the door and not having a place to step.
I bet that he can find somebody.
Oh yeah, he did the last time. We had been out there over a month and we had ridden all these trails, and it just got to be where I couldn't handle it anymore. And I told him I had to have a day off. He'd have to go by himself. Well, okay, so we hadn't quite got that far, and he took me up this trail that he promised that when we get over the top of the mountain, we could go back down the other side and it wouldn't be a drop off cliff kind of thing. Yeah, we get up there and it's snowed in and we have to turn around and come back down the same drop off cliff thing. And so the next day I said, find somebody to go with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways, there was a guy in the campground that had never driven a Jeep, and he rented a Jeep, and the two of them took a couple of different trails. They had a really good time. It's not good to take trails by yourself with only one vehicle. Jeff and I, when we take them, we take like Forest Service roads and things like that are technically pretty much roads. If I can find them on the satellite map, then we can take them. But January something, it's the 26th. Anyways, he'll just have to find another. He's going to have to find somebody else to go with him. So, thanks, guys. I'm going to work on finishing my book while Lisa plays with her fabric. I have I found the one press penny that I got for this book, so that's good. And I think I have most of the other charms ready. I just have to. I just have to get all the beads on. So, anyways, Pam, we are going to a rally is kind of like it's just a get together of a bunch of different people who play with the same motorhome. The Jeep rally is one that we haven't done that kind of a thing before with a Jeep rally, which will be nice because if they take a bunch of stuff like that, then I won't have to go every day.
There you go.
the thing of it is that if it's flat land, I love going on the Jeep rides. We take Jeep rides by ourselves even, but I just don't like the cliffs. I don't like the high stuff. I don't know, Julie, because I don't like coffee ever. So it's really hard for me to answer that one. Okay, this is one of my my fossils that has a hole in it. Somehow it had a hole in it. So I'm going to wrap it. And then I have to wrap this one. And then once I do that, then I can start tying all the beads on. I picked beads. I picked turquoise with a little bright kind of orangey copper color bead to kind of go with what's on the front of the book. So once I get this book done, then I think I've decided I have 3 more I have to do, which is just what I need. 3 more. Okay.
That's
all
a
right.
lot.
Well, I just haven't gotten them done. It seems like I haven't really had time to do a lot. And they,
I can sure understand that.
Yeah. Uh-oh, don't do that. I don't want you off there. I want you to come around the thick part.
And sometimes that last little bit, that's not really the priority,
Yeah. It's, well, in all honesty, anything over here on this table is not priority. So and unfortunately it's not. It should be, but it's not. Okay, come on.
That really soaks up that ink. So even though you can see it all the way through, it still looks very light on top,
Yeah, but that's kind of nice. I kind of like it.
I think I do too, especially if I'm just going to use pieces of it,
Yeah. Kind of a shadow kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I just broke that wire. Yes, I did. Bother. Okay. Gonna have to wrap it a different direction. Just because it has a hole doesn't mean that that's gonna work.
Hannah's done a little bit of wrapping of rocks, but I don't think I've ever even tried wrapping something, like that for jewelry.
Well, I wrapped these last week and they came out just fine. And I like this one hanging that way better than I did just poking them. A lot of times when I do these, I just attach it with the beads. So, but these I wanted to be able to hang more on the thing. This rock, though, is, and I'm using rocks because that's what we did while we were on the trip. We were collecting rocks. I have rocks for my Michigan trip too.
Well, and they're really pretty. So not only are they a memory, but they're pretty.
Yeah. And these are, they're maybe not pretty, but they're really cool because they got little, because they're, fossily. I tried to pick up bigger ones and smaller ones so that I would have, what do I want to say? I would have options for whatever I was doing. Okay, come on. Are you gonna, yeah. They all got very quiet.
I know.
Which I guess is good because I can't really see chat very well again anymore.
Yeah. Well, I can see it, but Now that I didn't laugh myself to crying again. Okay, I'm going to stop with that for a second and
Okay.
so now I'm left
Right.
with stuff like this.
Oh, I like that.
So,
Don't need to be sorry, Julie. I'm not liking how this rock is wrapping at all. This is the one nice thing about using copper wire, and if it messes up, you just throw it away and then you start over again, and then you go, okay, because I am not going to try to straighten that wire out by any means, shape, or form.
yeah.
I learned that the hard way. It's too much trouble. Okay. I don't like that at all. Let's wrap the stick, because if I wrap the stick and it goes well, then maybe I'll just tie on beads for today. I was working on taxes, but Pam, I know about the taxes thing. Yep. Now I have got my business tax papers down where when I have to sit down at the end of the year, the beginning of the next one, to do all of the figuring out, I've got it down to a kind of a not a science, but at least a manageable uh, do this, and this kind of thing.
Yeah.
The biggest time suck is to pull up things like postage and all that kind of stuff, because I don't do it monthly. If I had done it monthly, it would it would have been an issue. But I don't. I'm lazy. But I got all of that done, so that's a real bonus, because usually it's later in the year before I get that done. It's later in the, it's like February.
Right. Well, it's nice if you don't have to mess with the paperwork at all, Barbara. That's cool.
What is extra noise?
Oh, that's a coffee maker. Sorry, coffee maker.
Well, and I think Brandon just used the microwave, so that might
Okay,
have
so we
been
got
it too.
a couple of extra noises
Mhm.
going on here.
But I do hear your coffee maker, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. uh,
Sounds like someone writing. That was Lisa's coffee maker. That I'll tell you. I'm pretty sure that's what that was.
I think I'm going to do some more of those, the short ones. For some reason, I like longer than the long ones. I'm not sure why.
Because on a page you'll have more collagey little bits kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that may be why.
Well, that makes sense. So we're going to go with it.
I told Lisa, guys, Jeff got up with me early because, it was the day for the library book sale. So we got up early so that we could go to the library book sale, which, I don't need any books, but I need to get Mom a bag. I always get her a bag of books so that she has plenty. And she's not reading as much as she used to, but I still wanted to get her a bag of books. And they usually have DVDs, movies. And since we don't have internet in the camper, and Jeff likes to watch movies. We last time we went, he got like 45 movies for $7. So uh, we were going to get. He thought he'd get some movies, and because that way we can just. The campgrounds often have like they have little book libraries, where you put one in and you take one out.
Right,
Um,
right. Uh-huh.
we have those all over town as little book libraries, but the campgrounds you can stick movies in there too, and a lot of times people have movies in there. And so and when you can get that many for $7, you it's no big deal to leave them for somebody else after you've watched them. Anyway, so we were going to go do that. So we get up early. Just got a major migraine today. He's still
But
going
he
to take
still
me.
got up early to go with
Still
you.
got up early to take me. And of all things, they had canceled it. It's like,
But you didn't know till you got there.
no, didn't know till we got there. Nope. It was like, dang it. Let me see here. Is that a little better so you can see what I'm doing? Yeah.
I think so.
Now, if
I
I
love
can
that
just
little
stand.
piece of driftwood.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. These kinds of things will be really cool on a nature journal too, of course.
That is true. Especially if you're gathering like leaves to go inside and stuff like that. It would be.
Yep. And pressed flowers and
Right.
stuff like that. And then to add this kind of thing. And this is but no way jewelry level wrapping.
It's postcard book wrapping.
Yeah. Although, I suppose if I did it this way for jewelry, it would be in the same. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But it is not what I would normally do on a bead. Let's put it that way. Uh-oh. Anyway, so we got up. So then he came home and he went directly back to bed because he's got a migraine. He's already taken pills twice today, so that's a bad migraine. If he gets away with one, then it's easier. Okay.
Yeah, because if you have to do it twice, that means the first time didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least he's not having as many as he had for a long time. For a long while there, it was like 2 and 3 a week. Now it's not so bad.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Guess maybe I'll try to wrap the little spot, but I'm not happy with that. We talked about that, Lisa, but I don't know. It's the type of migraine he has that I don't know that it would help. He has something called vascular migraines, which is a little different than a lot of people's. At least that's what the neurologist said. Okay, we're going to wrap it on the tiny spot. That's not what I wanted to do, but we're going to try it, see what happens. If I break the rock, oh well, I guess I broke it. Zoom tight. Zoom tight again.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya said,
What was?
Gesundheit.
Oh, was that Ethan?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I thought it was you.
he waved.
Okay. Hi, Ethan.
She
Of course,
said
he
to
can't
me,
hear.
hi.
He can't
No,
hear. He can't hear me.
no, because I've got you on the
Yep. Uh-huh.
so.
I'm just glad he let you have your table back.
Yeah, me too.
I'm being Audrey to the poor kid. Uh-huh.
Uh,
So we did wrap up our orange tree this time. The guys got out there. It took two huge giant tarps. They've got Christmas lights all wrapped up in the orange tree. Unfortunately, the first night the wind blew the top of the tarp off, so the tree's open at the top. We'll just have to see because 2 years ago when it froze here like this, and see, we've had super. I think that's how it's. How does Ethan spell his name?
ETHAN.
Ethan. It's yeah. That's where it doesn't look right. It's the A.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um. She did. We haven't made any stamps in so long, but they are the ones she made were really cool.
This one is one Hannah made, and she left it for me. She made herself another one, so
That
that
was
was
nice. Of her.
nice.
Mhm.
It was.
Anyways, they're trying to save this poor tree because it's really sad. It didn't fare well after the last freeze, and
I have a little rosemary plant in a pot
uh-huh.
that I keep trying to keep it watered so that when it freezes, its roots won't get, they'll
Mhm.
get colder than freezing and kill it
Yeah.
if it's not watered good. Anyway, I'm trying to see. Rosemary usually makes it through the winter here if it's in the ground,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
I
In a
didn't have a
pot.
place in the ground. I didn't know if it would make it through in a pot or not.
Yeah. I don't know because it will usually make it in like you said in the ground. Mom mom and dad had one. Of course, we usually get freezing, but not like this. It's been like 25 and stayed that way for 10, 12 hours. So it's been cold. First day, Jeff managed to he didn't get enough drip out of we have a spigot for the camper out by the camper.
Uh-huh.
And all the spigots are wrapped, but as cold it was going to get, we we decided that a couple of them he needed to let run. So he had gone out there and he had turned on the one by the camper and he turned on the one that's out behind the laundry room and thought he had them on. It froze. And for 2 days
That's
it
true,
was
Sherry. Thanks.
froze solid. That would be a pretty tag.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not exactly happy, but it will function to hang on my book. So,
yeah.
so I'm
Well,
gonna.
you had what you had to work with.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a rock. It's not a gemstone. It's a rock.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that one too. Yep,
I
yep,
think I want some of it just to leave like this,
yep.
and some of it I
Mhm.
want to do something on.
Okay. Do I have a pokey tool? That's not going to slide out. I guess I'll use this pokey tool. Okay. I don't think I'll ever run out of turquoise beads. What do you think?
Probably not. Unless you decide to make a resin something that you just fill up with.
With beads, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I have more colors of turquoise too. It's what happens when you used to buy them in by the kilo and half kilo. This is only a half kilo too. I went to refill my fountain pen the other day, made a mess. Big old mess. I had ink everywhere, mostly on me.
Okay, I'm going to leave these just like this. And now we'll play a little bit on here. But I'm not sure what I want to do with it.
You know, even if you don't use those in one specific place, you'll use those all over the place, I think.
I think so. I think they could be used. I mean, you know, we've mixed a lot of fabric into the stuff we've done.
Okay, guys, I just switched to my glasses so I could see these beads, and I honestly can barely see chat. So
I'll watch for it.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if there's something interesting on chat right now.
Okay.
Nobody's talking, so
No, that's probably good. So I just want y'all to know I can't always see it. And that last Sunday, it was really bad. I couldn't see it when I got on in the first place. Okay, let's see.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see if these will work on here.
Oh,
I don't know if they will or not.
How do I usually tie that into there? Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Well, I just realized I didn't tie any in, and I need to tie another one in before I start putting the beads on.
Yeah.
I usually take a piece and tie it in so that I have more than one string. So that's what I got to do here is I got to tie this one in. Then I can put the beads on.
There you go.
She's watching the ripping and bead threading, I think she says.
Ripping and bead threading. Yeah, that's. See, we're multi-purpose here.
I think this is the most time-consuming part of making one of these books. But I really want to get them done so that they're out of my Sunday pile.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
Bye, Sharon.
Bye, Sharon.
Well, these are working, and they're not coming through so much that it's gonna, get on my stuff, which is something else I was concerned about.
Oh, okay. What are you doing? Drawing with them?
Yeah,
Are
I
those the
just
Crayola?
outlined. No, these are the Sharpie
Oh,
creative markers.
oh, the Sharpie creative markers. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what I meant was Sharpie, and I said Crayola. So, now are those the bullet tip ones or the brush tip ones?
Those are the brush tip ones.
Yeah, that's the batch I bought too because I really liked them, and I really like how they work. I thought they were. I was pleased with how they work.
I've been pleased with them too. That I have only used them, on a couple of things, but I've
Yeah,
definitely been happy with them.
yeah,
I'm especially happy that I got them as cheap as I did.
yeah. That was the thing. Well, I ordered them once, and then they went down like $5, and I'm like, you're getting those back. So, but I had been looking for them because I had thought, Joann's has them, and I thought, well, I'll use it when I have a good Joann's coupon. And every time I went to get them with a coupon, they were on sale. And with Joann's, you can't use
Can't use it. Yeah.
coupon. So I have a $5 rewards coupon from Michael's, so I guess I get to go into Michael's. I'll probably buy a white um, pen. That's usually what I do is buy a new white pen.
Yeah, I have one of those too. I've been for 6 months. It's been saying you have $3.12. You need to earn some more so you can get your $5 voucher.
Hmm.
And I just never was going in there. And then suddenly they said, "Oh, you have earned a voucher."
Yeah, I had a dollar, so because I don't buy much at Michael's anymore. There just isn't anything I want. Um, I'm trying to buy very little anywhere, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
I can stick to it. But um, the what was I gonna say? I forgot. Totally forgot.
You had a
But this
dollar.
I had the dollar, and then I got the $5 notice that I have a $5 one, but I have to spend it. Ooh, in the first couple of days this week.
Yeah.
I think it's by the 1st of February.
Oh, I need to look back at mine and see what the date on it is.
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention to that. I
and I
forget
didn't
they
I didn't think about it. The 1st of February, I think, is Wednesday,
um no, it's Friday.
Friday. Okay.
I
Well,
think because the Thursday is the 30th and that's when I go to a guild meeting, so
okay. Well, I have to have a crown done Tuesday, so I have to be in town. So my 40+ year old crown is gone.
well,
Joanne's second. Yeah, they went into second bankruptcy. Helen sent me a note about it the other day. Oh, did y'all see that CNN had a article about junk journaling?
I did not see that.
You ought to take a look at it. I just put in Jeff saw it, and I just put in to find it. I just put in CNN junk journaling, and it came right up. It's how I think it was since they say since COVID that the online oh it's a respite. It's yeah, a respite. I can't say that word today either. So I guess that doesn't really matter. Y'all will have to just read it. Anyways, it's a good thing. Junk journaling is a good thing.
Well, I'm so glad that they approve.
Uh, Barbara said she got a $5 award thingy too. I could use the Sharpie marker brushes, but I have the tips. Yeah. Well, I had bought myself several of the Posca pen with the bullet tips. So I didn't really want the brush tips. Now I did see that Sam's has a pretty good deal on a mixed pack of brush tips and but it doesn't have as many colors as I got. And it's a mixed pack of brushes and bullets. So, you know, if you want to try them, that might be a way to do it. But I just didn't need any bullet tipped ones, so I just got the brush tipped ones from um, I actually got them from Amazon. I put a link, there's a link in some of the boxes. I don't remember which boxes. Probably the week I played with them. Because the week I played with them on live stream, they were really special. They were really priced real well, weren't they, Lisa?
Yeah,
Wasn't
like
that
$4 in some cents.
yeah. So
Yeah. And that's what I went ahead and bought them before you even finished playing with them. And I thought, I'll do this, and then she'll decide she doesn't like them. But just watching you, what I did watch, I thought, oh, I like those. So
yeah, I liked them. I like the brush tips a lot. I kind of like the I I I also like the paint in them. Was kind of
yeah,
nice. I thought it was nice. Um, I'm not going to order the bullets because, quite frankly, I have enough other bullet markers that I don't need those. But I do like the brush tips. Now, I wish there were more colors, and I wish they were open stock.
Yeah,
because I like open stock markers so that you can get what you want as far as colors go.
Right.
Barbara says, yeah, she wishes there was. We have a big fabric store here in town. It's been in business for a lot of years, and it actually was a pharmacy. It's called A&E Pharmacy. Well, they've changed it to A&E Crafts, but it's been in business a long time. Somewhere along the line, they quit being a pharmacy. Ouch! I just poked myself. They quit being a pharmacy, and now all they have is fabric. Well, used to have lots of different kinds of fabric. They've transitioned into more just a quilt store. But they still have a lot of odd fabrics. I did get some red fur for Jeffrey's Santa suit, which still has not been made. And they have wools and things like that other stores don't have. They have some swimsuit fabrics. They have more fabric than you might think, but not. They're going to be a quilt. It's going to be a quilt store if we lose Joann's. We have over about an hour away. We have a store that sells upholstery and just a minute and drapery fabrics. But yeah, and our Joann's it's last time I was in there, which is months ago. It was long before we left for the last trip. It was empty. There was stuff everywhere on the floor, and it just wasn't being taken care of very well.
Yeah, I don't remember last time I went in Joann's. It was sometime before Hannah got married.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't been out there, I know, since she moved away, but we've got Joann's and Hobby Lobby and then one quilting store, and that's where you find fabric here, and some at Walmart. But
yeah, our Walmart has got some fabric here, the big Walmart. Now, when we were in South Dakota, those Walmarts had quit carrying any fabric.
Yeah, it's funny. Our stores had quit carrying fabric until 2020. And in 2020, they brought it back because everybody was staying home and crafting.
Yep.
And now they have a bigger area of fabric than they ever had before.
Yep.
Oh, it's so funny. Every time I do something like this, I think,
Uh
I wish I'd just left it alone.
huh.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking that with both of these pieces. I wish I'd just left it alone.
left it alone. Sometimes that's the way it works. And Barbara says she loves what you're doing. Okay.
Well, thanks, Barbara. It's just funny. That's exactly what I was thinking. I wish I'd just left that alone.
And Julie, I have realized I have a sort of a uniform. If it's not blue jeans and t-shirts, I just don't wear it. Um I have old jeans for working around the house. I have old shirts for working around the house. I wear blue jeans and t-shirts everywhere. Uh I had clothes in my closet that I hadn't worn in so long that they had dust on them. So, um every time I try to buy something that makes me think, "Oh, this would be cute," right? Nope, I just go right ahead and don't wear it. It's terrible, but that's the way it seems to work.
Yeah. Well, when I was switching out my closet to hold fiber as well as my clothes,
Mhm.
I got rid of a bunch of clothes. And I was like, well, okay, you wear your warm fuzzy or a moo at home,
Mm. Mhm.
and you wear certain pairs of pants and shirts when you go somewhere. So save the ones that you'll actually wear when you go somewhere and
Yep.
get rid of the rest. So
Well, and a couple years ago when I was hunting blue jeans and I couldn't buy anything because nothing had everything had spandex in it, right?
right.
I mean, even men's jeans now have spandex in them. And it took forever to find some. I finally found some on Amazon, which they're just are they Wranglers? I think they're Wranglers. They're just Wranglers, but they they they're 100% cotton. So I ordered one pair, they were a little short, but they're okay. So when I went back and ordered more, I ordered uh 5 pair. I'm like, I'm not doing this little bit here and a little bit there. I just ordered 5 pair.
Yeah.
I figured, this is what I wear. They fit. And when we were out in the rig, now the new rig with the wash machine in it, I do have to tell you, I kind of like it. I didn't at first. Hi, Missy Pellet. Oh, who is that?
I don't have my chart.
I'm pulling it. I know I should know, and I can't remember.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I should know. I should know.
That's Diane. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane. Sorry,
Our brain dead.
yeah. And we haven't streamed in a while.
Have fun. Yeah, we
We
have.
haven't seen people's names very much.
Mm-hmm. Find friends with the same size and have a swap party. That would work if I wore anything but blue jeans and t-shirts. And believe me, I have some t-shirts. I threw away. No, actually, I tore it up and put it in the rag pile. We use rags. I don't use as many paper towels as some people do. I use rags. Um, so I tore it up and put it in the rag pile. It was older than Brandon, and he's 34. So, it was pretty sad. It was a pretty sad t-shirt, but it was, Okay, so when I put these things on, I put them on by putting beads Yeah, and I have long legs and a shorter torso, so um, my legs are longer than my husband's.
So
He's
I just
a
got
couple
short
inches.
everything.
Yeah, Lisa's just one of those tiny humans. She's like fairy sized.
Chubby fairy
Mm.
sized.
Oh, I think it's just fairy sized. Okay, so let's see here. Mhm. We don't want these so long that they'll be in the way when you stand them up. So, but
True.
this is going to require it may be going to require a bigger bead. Oh dear, I'll be right back.
Those may never get used. Okay, so we're going to stop that because that did not make me happy. Now I might use a black one, but I'm thinking I like it better just with the paint. So I'm not sure.
Okay, so because I made the little loopies a little too big, I have to have. Okay, let me see. She's going to determine to go get that coffee plus. Okay. Yeah, I like that fabric too. Um,
I'm trying to
well,
decide if I ink on some leaves.
but it would. Well,
Would
all you have to try a corner. If you don't like it, don't do another one.
okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, just one little corner and try it. Um, the jeans I bought, Julie, were men's. I found that they fit better. Okay, because I made this little hole to a little big, this bead that I was using is going to slide through. So I need a bigger bead on each side to hold it in. Let's see if these will work. Let's hope they will work.
Actually, that I think that looks indistinct enough that it'll actually go with them.
Yep, I like it. Okay, let's
Okay.
see here. You going to slide over that one? No, that's going to work perfectly. So on that, I'm going to have um, some bigger beads and then some smaller beads. And if you guys did not know this, I'm going to tell you something. The numbers on a bead, the smaller the number, the bigger the bead. Because the itty bitty ones on this thing are 10s. The medium sized ones I got are 8s. And the big one is a 6. So, and I have beads as small as 15s and as big as 3s. Not many 15s and not many 3s, but. And Japanese seed beads are more consistent with more consistent holes and more permanent finishes, things like that, than Czech seed beads.
I wouldn't have expected that. That's an important thing to know.
Yes, the Japanese seed beads are much more consistent. You'll find the Czech ones in Michael's and Hobby Lobby and places like that because they're
Yeah.
cheaper. It's how they're made, and I can't tell you exactly how that is, but it's just, how it works. The
So where do you find the Japanese ones?
it used to be at bead stores, so you're probably going to have to order them online now. Um, 9 times out of I will tell you that one of the places I like to buy used to like to buy beads from was Bobby Beads in Minnesota. Um, and it used to be that Japanese beads came in tubes like this,
Yeah.
and Czech beads came on string, but anymore that's not true. So you just kind of have to understand that uh, Japanese beads are a little more expensive. Like, okay, these are old because I haven't bought beads in a very long time. This tube cost $3, but this tube probably was $7.50 because see, it's a permanent finish and it's got a metallic finish on it. So there's always a difference in what kind of finish is on them. But this one doesn't have a finish; it's just glass, and this one has a metallic finish. But you can pretty much guarantee that the ones that you get at Hobby Lobby and places like that are Czech. The thing of it is, it really doesn't matter if you're just stringing them like this. What matters is when you're trying to stitch them into something. That's when it really makes a huge difference in how they behave. When I was
Trying to
skinny,
clean
men's
off this.
jeans were too skinny in the waist. They're probably good now. Yeah, see, and that's uh, the the other thing about women's jeans for me fit too high on my waist. I have a lower waistline than lots of women for some reason. But unless you're trying to stitch them into something specific, if you're just stringing them, Czech beads work fine. You may have to throw a few away because they're bad, or the hole is too small to get your string through or something like that. But for the most part, they are functional. When I was buying beads for kits, I would always buy Japanese ones because you never knew what somebody was going to do with it other than the kit. They also make a bead called a delica, which is a very specific cylinder that is the same size around as it is tall. It's very, they're very uniform, and they're kind of pricey. Odd shape makes it impossible to buy. Oh, she's talking about the jeans. Okay, see now when I made that one, I didn't measure and I probably should have been a little more careful, but I did okay. That one's going to hang like that. See how they're going to hang down?
Oh yeah, that'll look nice.
I'm happy. Here's the one we have to be careful of not getting too long. Yep. Okay. Won't be too hard.
Barbara's back. Welcome
Yay!
back.
Welcome back. But the fact that I don't do jewelry anymore, I will never run out of beads, that's for sure. It'll will take a lifetime for me to even think about using this many. But that's okay. Then I have the colors I want when I go over there and I open the drawer and I pick out the size I want, and I have the right colors.
Yeah. You be prepared.
Yep, I be prepared. And like this, I don't think you can tell on here, but these are two different colors of turquoise. And I wanted them to match this one, so I brought them both so that I could see which one matched.
Does one of them match?
Mm-hmm. Yep. These were bought at the bead store. These were bought at the bead store in Omaha. I don't know where these were bought. Very likely these were bought at a bead show somewhere, because I used to, do bead shows. So I would buy from the other vendors.
Right.
Oh, Julie. They said those stamps add so much to that fabric. I liked it before. I love it now. Yep. And I haven't used my handmade stamps in so long.
Can't decide if I like the dots or the squiggles. I've done some of both, and
I don't know that I like either one better than the other one.
I don't
like
think
them
I
both.
do either. I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and try a couple of these other ones, but they look more feathery than leafy.
And I like the leafies on there.
Yeah. Now I do have some little ones, but I think they're too small of leaves. Now I used every bit of this. I used both ends and all four sides.
Yep. Yep.
So I got six stamps from one.
From one eraser. Yep. And not only that, it's only one piece to put away.
That's right.
So you don't have to fight to get it put away.
Okay. I think I am going to try one of these that looks more leafy than the other one, but just to have a third choice
My
here.
tea fairy has been very, very unhelpful lately.
Well, he's fighting a migraine.
Yeah, I know. He's in the living room though on the computer, so
so you're hoping he'll hear you.
Well, he had his headset on. When I went to ask him where we were going in Utah, when we're actually going to Nevada, he did hear me though.
Oh, good grief.
Looks like you need to go back to bed.
Yeah, headache's almost gone now. I got a hangover.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got his migraine hangover now, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
The headache's pretty much gone, but the hangover is there, and he'll have that tomorrow too. Stretching is not working. My lunch fairy provided my food. Oh, was it the older lunch fairy or the younger lunch fairy? My lunch fairy was me, so
Yeah, mine too.
Your tea fairy is you too, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me show you these. Tell me what you think.
Oh, I like the other ones better.
I think I do too.
The old tea fairy got her. The old lunch fairy got her lunch. Thank you, hon, very much. What have you eaten? Lunch. I know, but what did you have for lunch?
Bowl of ravioli.
Maybe get there. I think there's some cheese sticks. Maybe get some protein.
back to dots, I think.
Tea is not as good as it normally is, but it's been a little cloudy and not very warm for making tea. So
Yeah.
and
So it's just
I
not
made
as strong, or
yeah, it's just not as strong. And I made it in the house one day in a pan, and I really don't like it that way. So it's just not as strong. It just doesn't have as much nice flavor, you know.
yeah.
So anyways, going to tell you that's a parking lot treasure, but isn't that the perfect parking lot treasure?
It is incredible. When I first saw it, I was like, they couldn't have tried to make that look better.
No, I couldn't. I mean, it was, and I don't think I found this one. I think Patty found this one. I won't tell you that for sure. I think Patty picked this one up and handed it to me and asked me if it was good enough for my book.
So, yes, ma'am.
You thought I was asking you egg salad and sun chips. Yeah, no, I was asking Jeff because sometimes the hangover can be helped by different kind of food. Not always, but sometimes.
Oh, thanks, Barbara.
Yeah, I like that one too. I'm having trouble seeing these silly little beads. Come on now. Stop. Might have been a wiser decision if I'd have gotten out a bead blanket instead of using a paper towel. Oh, well. Now, in this little hole, I won't need a big, whatchamacallit, but yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I think I've leafed it up.
Barbara says she likes that one quite a lot. Oh, the other thing is if you haven't noticed, I usually use I like a T-pin. That's one of the things, or a needle, but I didn't get out my needles for some reason today, so I'm using my pokey tool. But if you tie your knot and then you stick your like a pointy thing in there like that, and then pull this and then slide the knot down, you can get a knot right where you want it, and then you can put a second one in. See, I just make my little loopy like I'm supposed to make a knot, and then I put this right where I want the knot to be. And then if you don't get it quite right, you can always slide it a little bit and then pull this out, and the knots will go right where you want them.
That's a hint I learned from you a couple of years ago, and I've been very grateful.
Yeah, it works with just about any thread. It does not work well with stretchy yarn. Now, it will help with stretchy yarn, but it does not work as well.
Not the miracle worker.
No, it is not. Yeah, it's okay. So now we have a little butterfly. Yeah, that one should work on the regular beads.
Okay. Now I can't decide if I want to tear this one into pieces or, oh, that flower has no leaves. That's not fair. Excuse me.
A bead blanket. That's what those are called. We made some bead dishes out of those stovetop burner covers, lining the insides with felt. Okay, and I will tell you, instead of felt next time, if you will use Velux blanket, that Velux works so much better than felt. It's unreal. Don't ask me why. Don't know, but we used to buy them. They would be like $1 at the beach show. But then I had a Velux blanket that it had an attitude, and it had a spot on it. So I cut it up, and I had several Velux blankets like that for a while. This one needs to have some more thingies on it. But I don't know why Velux works so much better than felt, but it does. Now, I don't have it in a dish or anything. Mine are just sheets, small, like 10 by 12 pieces of Velux. A little longer. Yeah, Velux. I think it's OX, Barbara. Yeah, VELOX, I think. If that's how you spelled it. I can't spell anything. They're like what is that, a thermal blanket kind of thing? Do you know what I'm talking about, Lisa, when I say that?
Yeah, I've always called them velour blankets, but
velour blankets, yeah.
Velux might be a brand.
It might be, or it might be the brand of the fabric. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But my Darren's parents had those blankets on their bed. That's the only place I've ever slept with them. I didn't particularly care for them as a blanket.
I don't like them in the way of a blanket, but they were
nice
very
to know they have a use.
Pardon?
I said it's nice to know they have a use.
Yeah, well, they were really popular for a while. I don't know how hard it would be to get one now. I'm pretty sure that you could just get one anywhere, or just get fabric, if you knew where to look, but it's hard telling with fabric.
Yeah. If you're only wanting them for that, you could probably find them at the thrift store.
Yes, that's true.
Sorry, I keep muting, but I keep coughing.
The felt fibers
I'm happy with this one. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was reading Barbara's comment. The felt fibers get worked pretty much. Yeah, see, and the Velux is like a polyester stuff that it's almost got like little short hairs on it. And it's not like fleece. Fleece is much softer than that stupid stuff is. And because it has those little hairs, the beads kind of stay where you want them to be when you're working with them.
I think I'm going to leave this one alone.
I think that might be a wise decision.
I think anything I do with it, I'll just be going, oh, I wish I hadn't done that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I do like the leaves on this one, but.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't think I would like them as much on that one. And I can't even give you a good reason why. That's what it is.
That's tape and cleaning cloths. That's not, it's VELLUX, Barbara. Okay.
Yes.
VELLUX. Now, let me type it. I just put in Velux blanket and it came up. Let me see here. Let me get to there. Okay. Yep. Where's my cursor? There it is. Cellux. There we go. That's how you spell it.
That makes a really pretty, like washi tape kind of.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
I think I'm going to do this though in shorter pieces,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to save this much for something else.
Yeah, and I'm like Lisa. I think if you went to the thrift store, you would probably come up with one of those blankets. I would venture a guess that. Okay, that's gonna need a big one on the end of it too. And of course, buying a blanket is kind of a big waste if you're just going to use it to tear it up to make bead blankets. But
Unless you're making bead blankets for a whole class or something.
yeah. Which I think when I cut up the one I did, I took the rest of them to a show with me and kind of gave them away to customers who bought a lot. You know how that goes sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I never liked them as a blanket. I find them, they don't snuggle.
They don't. They're like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Stiff.
Yep. I much prefer those woven cotton blankets. They hold the heat in. If you have them between a sheet and like a quilt, then they hold the heat in, and I really like that. Okay. Oops, my desk chair is losing its pneumatic oomph. Oh dear. Won't stick anymore. I'm sinking. Oh, no. She's not falling. She hasn't fallen and she can't get up, but she's sinking.
She's sinking.
Okay, guys. I love my little girl. This is so cute. This is so cute. I have to show it to you better.
A little bit more.
There just a minute. Let me change the focus so that you can see, so that it'll focus. Look, it is so cute.
It is very cute.
And it says grill right on it. It's like, okay, come on, focus. There. It's just a little tiny grill. So they're petrochemical derivative blankets. There you go.
No wonder they're not good. I mean,
not comfortable. Yeah, because now we didn't grill. Mark grilled while we were on this trip. Mark who likes to grilled a lot for us. We had lots of grilled stuff. But when I went to the bead store in Eureka Falls, I got the butterfly, a flower, and that grill. Now, on our fall trip, I don't think I found a bead store, did I? I found a charm at the winery. We spent one night. We belong to this group. It's called Harvest House, and businesses offer their parking lots to you for an overnight stay. They don't have hookups or anything like that. And as long as the weather's decent and you don't have to run your generator too much, or some businesses don't care if you run your generator at night. But so when we left Georgia, we had gone to get some stabilizer bars added to the front of the rigs. And we got there and we did that. And then we left Georgia and we went to a winery and stayed in their parking lot. And what the business is like is for you to come in and spend money. Well, I don't drink wine. at all because I've had a couple of very bad reactions to wine, so I just don't drink it anymore at all. But they had cheeses and stuff we could buy, and so we did that. But they also had these really cute little wine bottle charms. And so since we were staying at a winery, I bought a wine bottle charm for my book.
Okay, I missed the wine bottle charm.
Oh, I didn't. That's not on this book. It's in a different.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to
Okay.
show it. I'll have to show it to you when I get that book out. It's the book from Michigan. It's from this fall, and I haven't even touched that book yet. I actually got a lot. Oh shoot, I did that really wrong. Can we undo that? Shoot, 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 shoot. I must have really tied that up funny.
That is true, Sherry. That's a good idea. Um,
Yep, they would. They'd also make cute little tabs on pages, and they'd make cute little tabs at the top of tags, as well as collage pieces, collage fodder.
yeah.
I'm glad I'm almost done with this because it's beginning to get to be a pain.
Okay, I'm going to try this one on this and see how that
Ooh,
looks. Because this is interesting, but it's not. It doesn't make my brain go happy.
No, it doesn't. It's interesting, but it needs something, most definitely.
Yeah.
Barbara,
We
we
don't know
probably,
if this is it or not, but
yeah, we are probably leaving mid March. We probably won't get out of here any earlier than that because of everything else going on. Jeff's brother's going to retire so that well, sort of. He's still going to work a couple of days a week. He can't sit still, so that's fine. But we're having to go every day over to Jeff's dad. Somebody has to go every day. Some days he takes his pills and some days he doesn't. And some days we have him take his pills and then we found out he took more than another set. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, you know, he's 90.
Scary, forgetting them or taking them twice.
Yeah, I don't know which is worse, but the thing of it is that and for a while there, several days in a row, we would go in and he would have taken half of them and put the rest in a bowl because he wasn't going to take them all, or he took them out of the little container we've put them in and not taken them all. It's like, okay, you know, and there's not a lot we can do about it other than forcing him to move and to get someone to come in that we can trust to come in, because we would have to give them a key.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't, half the time you go in, he doesn't even know you're in there, even though the back door yells at you when you walk in the door. So it's just one of those things. So somebody's going over every day. We've been going over through the week, and Perry took the weekend this weekend. But when we go off, Perry's going to have to do it all. So to do that, he just doesn't think he can do that and stay working, which is fine. He doesn't need to work horrible lot. But he's also ADHD, and it just makes him bananas to have to sit. So it won't hurt for him to retire but still work a little bit. The other thing is, if they know he's retired, they won't call him into work at all hours of the day and want him to work all the time. He can just say, hey, I told you I'm retired.
Yeah.
Because he's older than Jeff, so he needs to retire. That's what we have for I have to get my Psyche Ray to do without me again. Okay. Um, that's what we have for Jeff's dad, Barbara. But the big problem is he doesn't know what day it is most of the time. Sometimes sometimes he knows exactly what's going on, and sometimes he just doesn't. And if it's anything current, it's like he'll ask you the same thing 5 or 6 times in 10 minutes. So, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And my mom is getting a little more where she can't do things that I'm going to have to start making sure that everything is dealt with for her, because things have gotten automated. Like when you call the pharmacy, you can't. It's really hard to talk to a pharmacist now. Everything has to go through an automated system, and she can't hear well enough on the phone to do that. It's just she just can't. So that's so she can't even call her pills. It used to be she called them in and I went and got them. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But the last time while we were on our trip that happened, I called him in and Brandon went and got him, which was no big deal. He didn't mind doing that. So that, it works out.
Yeah.
But it's all those, what do you call that? All that organization of all those little things that has to get done. And we're just trying to get it all sorted out. That's a test I usually pass. What day is it, Linda? And I have an out. However, every evening after dinner, we clink our glasses and say, Happy Friday. I see. Okay. Well, the other thing, Barbara, is that you're still, and you can still handle the technology. They can no longer handle the technology. Dad sent his phone home with Jeff. This is dead. It's dying. It doesn't have any charge. Well, when Jeff looked at the power cord for it, the little tip that goes into the phone, it broke off.
Yeah. No wonder it wasn't charging.
It wasn't charging because it broke off. So it's like, okay. And of course, it's an iPhone, and I don't have an iPhone. So I'm trying to figure out what iPhone this is. Luckily, I have friends with iPhones, so I called them and I said, don't the new iPhones have the same cable as mine? And yes, it does, but anything before such and such. Then he told me how to get into the settings so that I could find out what kind of iPhone it was. I knew it was old, but I just didn't know how old. So the power cord came today, and I have it charging for the poor guy.
Yeah, that's sad, Barbara.
Yeah, and Mom can still use her phone, but she just can't hear. And she's got a little tiny flip phone. That's what we got, and she understands how to use that and whatnot. She had trouble with it here recently. There was nothing wrong with it, but she had played with some of the settings when Brandon went over there. She had just played with it in a way that got it out of whack, and she couldn't get it to work. So she had used one of the nurse's phones. Well, the nurse had dialed out and just handed it back to her, and she could hear me really well on that phone. But if I got her something with a touch screen, there is no way she could work with it because her hands are just too shaky. So, and not only that, that would be again, and to get a landline into where she's at, I would have to get her, I think I would have to get her cable. I haven't figured that one out. That was one of the things I was going to try to do. in the last couple of months, but it didn't get done because we were doing other things. So
Yeah.
um,
Is the
that's
internet
probably
provided, or does she have to get her
we
own
have to
internet?
we have to pay for it. Inter,
Because I
uh,
know that I just have internet. I mean, I had internet and phone. I didn't
yes,
have to have the cable part as
right.
long as I had the internet part.
Right. The iPhone has an accessibility mode with louder volume. See, and that's probably what the gal had. So, um, but yeah, that's one of the things that I that I could probably get just internet or just the phone, but it's going to require internet service. The the reason I haven't tried to, I mean, she was using the computer for a while, but it was kind of a nightmare for me
I remember.
because every time something dropped, I was on the phone trying to walk her through it. Um, so when 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 she first, I don't know, was we were she was still living at home. She killed two computers in one day, so that was an interesting time. Um,
Bye, Barbara.
Bye, Barbara, hun.
We
Is it?
don't
It's
know.
4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock already.
Yeah, it is.
Probably just a little while longer, Barbara, because
Yeah,
it's getting
I
where I
can't do
can't.
too much longer.
Yeah, but I have four more strings to finish this book, so I'm going to stay on long enough to do that. That's what
Well,
I'm going to
I'll be here to support you emotionally while you do that.
do. Yay! Uh,
I'll be your emotional support friend. We
oh,
all need
well,
those.
yes, we all need those. Um, so, but yeah, probably only about another, 20 minutes or so, maybe not even that. How many more pieces of fabric do you have, Lisa?
Oh, I got a
50?
ton of pieces of fabric, but I'm not planning to go any further than this one.
Okay, I do like that on there.
I do too. I've got some
Uh-huh.
smaller flowers I'm going to try to find and put some
Okay.
smaller flowers on there too.
In the middle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in
Yep.
between where I put these.
Yep. Well, now that oh, by the way, where did you find your camera? I gotta know. I
It
just gotta
was
know.
it was in a tub with
Uh-huh.
some stuff that I had taken off of my desk so that Ethan could use my desk, and I just took it because he wanted the ring light, but didn't want the camera in his way to see through it,
Mm-hmm.
because he was wanting to look through the ring light.
Right.
And so I just took it off and I threw it in that tub, but it wasn't the tub I thought I put it in. And so I was looking in all my tubs that I had put, and I put it in a different place from the other ones. And so
It
um,
was in with my bugs, is where it was.
it was in with your bugs. Yeah. Wherever that place is where you think, oh, I'll remember this,
Oh,
that's where it was.
blather. You know what? I know right where it is.
Well, I knew
I
you'd
know
find you'd
right where
think of it when it was too
uh,
late.
yep. It's in my planner with the other envelopes because I wanted to send little thank yous. And so I put it in my planner so that I would have the address there in my planner. So they're all sitting over there in my planner. Yep, yep. hmm Well, at least I know where they're at, so that
That's
now if
right.
if I could remember that next Sunday, that will be the thing.
Okay, I have a bunch of shapes, but I thought I had more that were flowers. I even have a little owl.
Oh,
Isn't he
that's
cute?
cute. He is so cute. Take them out right now and put them on the desk. Well, if I do, I have to get up. So I'll what I'm going to do is get the bugs out and the papers out of the envelope and put them in my little book is what I'll
There
do,
we go.
so that I can use them next week. Because like I said, I don't think I have an empty day this coming week at all, and several days I have things doubled up. Like Tuesday, we're doing a call button for Jeff's dad. You know, the where you push the button and it calls the service.
Yeah.
And he promised me he'd wear it, so we'll see, because he promises, but then he doesn't remember he promised.
Yeah.
It's a watch rather than a pendant around his neck, so I might be able to keep it on him.
Well, that's
Anyways,
what I'm looking at for my mom. The
yeah.
one I was looking at, in fact, I paid for it and everything, and then found out I was in the U.S. because it was in the U.K. and they couldn't do it. But he said they were going to get some in the U.S. That he was going to call me back and let me know, but I haven't heard from him, so I kind of forgot
call a
about
local security company. Okay, because my mom's was through a local security company. When we got it, it was just them, and the cost for the call buttons. Granted, you have to pay a monthly service, so but you're going to have to pay a monthly service from somebody, anyways, from what I can tell.
Well, that was the point of the one I was looking at, is
Yeah.
that you don't, because it calls you. It doesn't call a service. You could have 3 people in your family on there, and it will go through those 3 people.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what this does. That's what this does, but it's tied to his secure. The one we're getting for Dad is tied to his security thing, because it's installed for fire. That kind of thing is already there.
Yeah.
It calls somebody if the fire fire alarms go off. It has that service in it too, and he already had that service. He already had that service installed, and so all I have to do is pay for the call button. They do have to come out and change the stuff a little bit, but the monthly fee wasn't too bad, because the ones I was looking at online, I just questioned how good they were going to be about calling the local authorities, because with the one I've got for Jeff's dad, if he presses the call button, they will call. It automatically calls us, but then if they will speak to dad while they're calling us, is what I'm trying to say. And if he's injured, they'll call the EMTs.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
now,
one of the things, the one I was looking at, was it had a GPS on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of my biggest fears is Mom getting out and getting lost.
Okay,
so far she's not having that problem, but
if
she got really discombobulated while she was out somewhere, I want to be able to find her. And it also had a thing where it would automatically call me if she fell.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have to push the button.
Yeah, the guy at Allstate said that the ones where you fall, he said they quit using them because he said they were not very accurate. He said they none of them liked them. So now he probably would have had a GPS one. I didn't ask for that because we have taken the cars.
Yeah.
Dad keeps asking for them, but we've taken them. So he doesn't go anywhere unless he's with one of us. So
well, that's better for everybody.
Yeah. He keeps asking for the car, but we're not going to give them back. Perry told me to take them and trade them both in because they're both in such a bad shape. we've done nothing but repair the two cars. I've put tires on both of them. I have. It looks like one of them's going to have new struts. Brandon changed the oil in one last weekend. He was supposed to do the other one this weekend, but I think it's just cold and he's not going out there.
Yeah.
The oil change things were over 3,000 miles overdue. Now, I don't use my car off enough that I change my oil every 6 to 8 months just because of the age of the oil. It has nothing to do with how many miles I put on it. I wouldn't put enough miles. But they're both like 3,000 miles overdue. And that's like ridiculous. We've put spark plugs in the Kia, and I've got to take the Kia tomorrow for recalls that are over a year old because he hadn't taken care of them. So my brother-in-law told me he said take both of them in and trade them in on a different car. Like, oh no. No, I just want my car fixed. But that's another thing. The shop where I take my car, other than having Brandon work on it, has been backed up so bad that it's just almost non-existent.
Oh, that reminds me. My heater quit blowing yesterday. So I've got to take it in and get them to work on it. So I was very yesterday.
Okay, the heater did, but do you have a fan? Is the fan working?
No, it blows, but nothing's coming out. You can hear it blowing, but nothing's coming out. So the door's broke or something.
Okay, so it's not
already.
Okay, because it's not a belt. That was my concern, because when the belt went on my rodeo, my air conditioner quit. It just quit, but I knew it was a belt because of what it did. And you don't want to drive it if the belt's broke.
Well, this is just it. You can hear it, but it's not actually coming out.
So the door has decided it's Mm-hmm.
I guess so. They replaced those last year, but they had to buy. I think they had to buy a used part because they don't make them anymore.
Yep. Well, at least they found a used part because
I hope they can find another one.
You do realize that my car doesn't have a speedometer because and it doesn't have anti-lock brakes because those parts are no longer available and you cannot buy them anywhere. Period. So when my sisters came to town, I couldn't really let them drive my car.
No.
So, okay, I finished. One is finished. Oh, I love it with all of the natural stuff on it.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, very nice.
Yep.
Yay!
Of course, I still would like to have had more pressed pennies, but they just are not. We just weren't in a place where they had them. I got several more this time for this one, but that means I have it. I have an empty project folder too.
Yay! Something got finished.
Something got finished. Yes. I wish these labels actually peeled off. I really don't like them, but that one might be going to.
If you use your heat gun, they'll come off cleaner.
Okay, even on this plastic, you could use your heat gun.
I think you could because you just have to warm it up. You're not using it enough to.
That one actually came off very clean. So
I have tried it on one of those, but I've tried it on things that were plastic.
Yeah.
But it worked fine. So it didn't matter.
Didn't matter. It worked pretty good. So I get to put the beads away. Okay. I got to clean up my desk again.
So here's how my fabric turned out.
Yeah, I like. What?
Oh, Tanya went away.
She lost me.
Evidently on purpose.
I like the little one in there with the big one.
Yeah. It either needed to be really full of the big ones or it needed
Yes.
some variety.
Yeah. So even if you tear it up, I think it'll be really cool. What
I
will the
think
dangle
so.
get in the way when you open? No, let me
Go
let
back
me
and
go.
show her.
Yeah. See, when you open it, it just stays like right on the edge. Sorry, I don't want to show you Mom's address, so but the dangle is just right over there. See? So it just kind of stays out of the way as you open it.
And when you lay it down.
Yeah. When you lay it down, it's kind of just under there.
Yeah.
Now, there. Here, I'll just do it like this.
Yeah. That's
See,
fine. Well, it's not like you're going to be working in it anyway.
No, because it's already all of these are already finished. I don't put these books together until till we come back and the postcards are all finished. So Bass Pro and Cabela's are another place you can stay for free. Most of them. There are a few that you can't. There's in Maine, there's one that the town laws don't allow you to do that. So you guys
Lisa
lasted long
says you
enough.
guys lasted long enough for me to be pretty much finished with my diamond painting.
Yay! Is it a
My
big one?
sister does those too.
Well, you'll see Tuesday. I bought one from Dollar Tree.
All right.
You know, I've bought those little kits before, because I think they'll be cute for here recently they have had some bigger ones. Didn't know how big because it doesn't say on the package, but it's around a 7-inch square. And it's a sunflower. And I thought it would make a really cool journal cover for my sunflower book because I've been saving stuff for sunflowers. So I got to get around and get that made. But
that sounds good.
So, anyways, because I'm not doing one of those big diamond paintings. That's too. There's my page and there's my book, and I'm gonna go, guys. So
me too.
We'll see you next Sunday. Maybe Lisa will get to stream with me again. Probably will not see you through the week though, because it's just gonna be like that for a while. I'm
gonna go ahead and try to stream on Thursday if it works out. But it seems like something always comes up.
Well,
but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, my biggest thing is right now, everything that was scheduled for last week because of the snow got shoved into the next 2 weeks. So
which were already full.
Which were already kind of full. So, and then now that I've got Perry's paperwork, I can do Perry's taxes, and then I got to try to find out I'm going to do Dad's because we can't find anything from the last 6 years or so.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So we think it's been being done online. And the problem with that is, getting access to anything online. You know how that was.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Do you have his computer? I mean, could you look on his computer for his files and do it from his computer as if you were him?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. The problem with that is there are no files on the computer without anything I can tell.
Oh,
looks like they were done online on a service, and I can't access them. That's been the problem. I've been trying. There's a couple of things I've tried every what do you call that password that it looks like they changed passwords and didn't write anything down. So
yeah.
And one of the accounts he had, he's apparently changed phone numbers as well. So it's like, who knows, what old people do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it. I understood.
Yep. He's like, okay. At least I know what I've done, but that doesn't mean I know what anybody else has done.
That's true. That's true. I'm not even
And
sure
the other,
anymore if I know what I've done. So
well, the other day I changed something because it, I had the same password for too long, so I changed it. Didn't write it down right.
oh no.
It took me a few minutes, but I did remember, after a few minutes, but it was just to remember.
Well, I'll tell you, if I
Okay.
had to remember my passwords, I'd be up a creek. So I've got a
Yeah,
password manager and I depend on it.
yeah. Yeah. I have a
Mostly
pencil.
because I've been hacked and I want to make sure that my
That's
passwords are not hackable. So there are
well,
enormously long passwords that you could not remember. So you either have to write them down or you have to have a password manager.
right. Lisa says you and me both. Yeah, that's it. John always prints everything and files it. See, that's with I. Okay, just because I do mom's taxes online doesn't mean that I don't print out copies and file them. And that's
Yeah.
what I have always done. Um,
I do
for
mine online and I print out copies and file them too. So
yes, you'll
yeah.
have to have them for last year, and yeah. So anyhow, but there are none. And Perry went and looked. He spent an hour looking for me today, and he can't find them either. So it is what it is, and we'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
And if not, I told Jeff, if not, I'll just file for an extension and deal with it when we come home. So,
Yeah.
anyways, guys, love you all, and we'll see you next Sunday, if not before.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.